If I had a message for anti-feminists, it would be stop whining. You're a bunch of little bitches. All you do is moan and complain about everything in the world around you. I know this message is going to be non-intuitive for a lot of people because they think, oh, the people who whine and moan and bitch and complain are the feminists, it's not us.
But it turns out it's the air conditioning that's sexist.
Turns out I have something other than myself to blame for my problems. Oh, and since I'm a woman, it's sexist.
I know. So many women in our office have the exact same problem.
What, being stupid?
Well, I have a few examples here of the kind of shit that I'm sick of with the anti-feminist crowd. Their constant whining. So, Sargon of Akkad here liked a video from Naked Ape. Marvel's SJW pornography. I'm really tired of people blatantly promoting this uber progressive bullshit. It's like, well, there's uber progressive bullshit in comics that I like, and I don't like it. I'm gonna whine about it a lot. If you look at fucking Sargon of Akkad's feed, it's just moaning, bitching, complaining, like, things aren't the way they used to be, I tell you what. In my day, we could say women's were bitches. In my day, we could say slut.
Bleach can cause severe burns to your skin, so I'll be wearing protective gloves.
Do you think you can finish the whole thing?
Nope.
Come on, you can do it. Oh my god. Is that blood? When there is something I don't like, for example, Game of Thrones had some rape scenes in it that I wasn't a fan of because I thought that they were kind of promoting the idea that once you start raping somebody, eventually they'll start enjoying it, so rape's alright in that sense. I mean, I got in a few arguments with people about that, but I wasn't saying the people who make Game of Thrones have to write that shit out. They have to censor it, they have to get rid of it, they have to change Game of Thrones to fit what I want, because I am such a moany little whiner that I can't handle when something is different in something that I like. Like when they changed the rape scenes in Game of Thrones, the TV show, to be a lot worse than in the books. I can't handle that. I'm like, whatever. But that's what these anti-feminists do every day. Like whining about comic books, whining about games, bitching and moaning about bathrooms of all fucking places. They really think trans people are gonna come to the bathroom and check out their junk and try to have sex with them. Grow the fuck up. You know? The reason this is gonna be counterintuitive to you is because you think you are the non-whiny people. You think that you are the anti-PC people who are like, we believe in freedom of speech, we think that everything should just be out there and free. But the moment they have, for example, a trans character in Baldur's Gate, you just, oh my god, SJW, this is a fucking trans person! Well, trans people exist in the world, and if the game designers want to put a trans person into it, that's fucking fine. If you don't like it because you're a transphobe or you're just a moron, don't play the fucking game. Stop being like this. Because I tell you, when I listen to the shit you people talk about, it's so fucking stupid. You're not talking about important shit. All they're talking about is, the gender pay gap doesn't exist, and misogyny is not real. Oh my god, there's a trans person in the game, and wah! And it's hilarious that you guys talk about triggering, because you guys get triggered by everything. You don't have to do very much to trigger an anti-feminist. You just have to say, like, you know, I think it's cool that Marvel is being more socially aware. And at the end of the fucking day, you are the guys who are gonna say, we are the leaders in free speech. We are the guys who can handle it. You know, when something comes along and it's real badass and it's like, gay people smell or some shit. Yeah, that's awesome. But then, oh, misogyny exists against women. No! Or something anti-white. No, I'm a cat. It gets wet.
Bud.
I don't want
It's alright.
to. I want to eat the cake.
You're not gonna eat the cake?
Okay.
You don't want the cake?
What the fuck happened to my hair? So my message to the anti-feminists: grow a thicker skin. Because I get a fuckload of hate on my comments from lots of people, and I don't fucking care. So what? And I get lots of people saying insulting things like, you're a cock, you're just a W, you're mangina. Well, to that, I say, take those insults and shove them up your butthole. Because I don't care about that. The stuff they actually care about is, like, human rights. That includes women's rights, trans rights, gay rights, and yes, white, cis, male rights. I don't care about all this bullshit about, like, computer games and stuff. I'm a gamer. I love games. If they took some violence out of, like, Fallout 4 or something, I'd just probably download a patch. You know, like a mod, and get the violence put back in. But I wouldn't be like, yeah! Like, you fuckers. You guys get triggered all the time. I think the reason you guys talk about triggering so much is because you're always being triggered by everything. Anything that doesn't fit into a neat little cis white male worldview is just too much for you. You fucking pack a sad, you have a wobbly, you spit the dummy, you start whining and crying. Like a little bitch! And I'm sorry to use the word bitch, it's just I can't think of how else to describe anti-feminists. They're so fucking whiny. Like Naked Ape. Like, oh my god! I'm so tired of this progressive agenda! Well, go cry in the bathroom. Nobody cares except other people who just cry so much about everything not being exactly the way that they want it to be. You need your fucking safe space. Go into your panic room and be like, one day there won't be so many immigrants, and there won't be so many gays and trans people. Oh my god, they stopped changing my computer games. Oh god, there was a trans character. Fuck off. And the last thing is, I know that some people will be thinking, but, you know, feminists are the ones who complain and moan and whine, so my ire is completely misplaced. I should be talking about the feminists, like Jessica Valenti or something. Well, to tell you the truth, feminists that complain about everything too, I'm not a huge fan of them. There are some feminists who just go way over the top, being PC, saying, complain about this, complain about that. And you know what I do with those people? I just ignore them, because I don't care. But I will say the anti-feminists are more visible, because there's more of a groundswell of people who feel hurt by everything not being, you know, exactly how they want it to be, in terms of their identity. So anti-feminists are more visible, and they pop up in your feed way more, and you just have to listen to them moaning, and it's a pain. Not only is it annoying that they're complaining so much, but they're whining for the majority, and they're whining for, like, white cis males and, like, people who do have it better. And this whole reverse racism thing, I've never seen anything so fucking sad. There's a bunch of white dudes sitting around crying about how there's racism against white people or whatever. Do you know what I think about racism against white people? I don't give a shit, because I live in a society where a white person can do pretty much what they want. Now, if I lived in a society where white people were a minority who were being oppressed, and it's hard to find a society like that, but I'm sure, like, someone in the comments could give me an example, that would be much better. If somebody said, I'm in a white minority in, I don't know, in the middle of Africa somewhere, and we're being persecuted. Like, okay, you've got a valid case to make, but in America and in Western countries, you're just whining, you're just pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. So I will say, you have become what you hate. You have become the whiners. You have become the yin to the more whiny feminists' yang. The way I see it is, let's stop complaining and bitching and moaning about crap and just talk about stuff that's actually important, like prison reform, and yeah, it's kind of boring, but I mean, taxes is kind of important. Immigration issues, and getting away from all the, like, ethnocentrism and bigotry, we can still talk about immigration. Women's rights, gay rights, trans rights, sex workers' rights, the wars, economic inequality, environmental issues. There's a whole raft of things that are a lot more important than, yeah, they changed Captain America. They want to give Captain America a boyfriend. Like, that's my message to you. Pathetic.